Welcome back Sunbro. We hope you all in great health and great money. Before we start, please at least subscribe so we can have little money for food and paying bills. Alright, today we are going to talk about stop putting things off. Start small to get things done. Hey there, ever found yourself stuck in a loop of putting off tasks? Or maybe you've had to start a project only to get sidetracked by something easier or more enjoyable. If that sounds familiar, you might have heard of the eat a frog or eat an elephant analogies. But let's be real, thinking about eating a frog or an elephant can be pretty daunting. The idea, though, is simple: break it down into smaller, more manageable steps. That's where the surprisingly effective principle of aim low comes in. It's not about lowering your expectations or goals, and it's definitely not about giving up on aiming high. It's just about focusing on the smallest step necessary to get started, no matter how unappealing or daunting the task may seem. So why do we procrastinate? Well, it's often because we feel bored, anxious, or overwhelmed. Even though we know a task won't get easier later, we still put it off. And that can lead to a cycle of anxiety and stress. So next time you're faced with a daunting task, remember to aim low and take that first tiny step. It's the key to beating procrastination and getting things done. But here's the thing, we often go for the quick rewards, even if it means putting off the task altogether. And that leads to a vicious cycle. The task stays undone, anxiety creeps in, and our list of reasons to procrastinate keeps growing, making us even more stressed and unhealthy. To break free from this cycle, it's all about taking that first step. For me, that means starting super small, like typing just one word. Then another, and so on. Starting with tiny tasks is key. Forget about trying to be perfect or tackling everything at once. Focus on one small, manageable task, the one that needs to be done, to kick things off. These tiny steps feel less intimidating and give you a sense of accomplishment and progress. Plus, they help reduce resistance. Big goals can feel overwhelming, but small steps are much easier to tackle. And with each tiny win, your confidence gets a boost, motivating you to tackle the next step. Before you know it, momentum builds. Each small task completed sets the stage for the next one, creating a path for continuous progress. It's like starting a car on a cold day. It might take a few tries, but once you get going, the rest becomes much easier. So aim low, start small, and watch as your progress snowballs. Thanks for watching, Sunbro. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share if you find this helpful. Come again to our next meeting Sunbro.